So I thought of a third example of true white fragility. Robin DiAngelo's examples, not real good. Example 1 and 2 I gave earlier. White fragility, example 1, when white people, progressives, are confronted with the truth that things about race relations are not bad. What they've learned year after year from their progressive teachers and friends and neighbors is just not true. Another white fragility, example 2, is whites who do feel fragile if they choose to speak out about almost anything because they might be condemned as a racist. Not even speaking out about race, but once again, about almost anything, and people around them make them feel not nice, worse than that, a racist because that's their perspective. So, a very reasonable reason for a white person to feel fragile. The third element of white fragility goes back to progressives who do not want to hear truth in the first place. So this is not just they're confronted, they don't want to be confronted. Maybe they suspect there's a problem, and so they don't want to hear ordinary speech. They don't want to hear what might be a truth that counters their teaching. And here's why it is so damaging. Because those same progressives, or at least their militant progressive friends, keep others from speaking truth, keep them from public podiums, and sometimes do that by just plain knocking them off speakers lists. Or, when they do ascend to a public forum, calling them bad things without justification, maybe racist among those bad things. So that kind of fragility, here's why it might be the worst, because it pervades so many people. It's not so bad. Number 2, with the few people who have been cowed. It's not a big amount of public speakers right now. Number 1, little worse because there are many progressives, and if they're not feeling good about a confrontation of reality, I'm not happy that they're not happy. And they might be very fragile. The reason I am not so sad for them is that they tend to be fragile for so many other things. Ooh, global warming is going to kill us. The extra element of fragility to those who are already fragile, not a quantum leap. But now go back to number 3. The quantum leap in an inability to speak goes against America's First Amendment, the principles on which America is founded, that speech should do you no harm. And from a dichotomy, from issues that might grate one side versus the other, we tend to get something better, better understanding, better action. That is what Enlightenment thought gave us. Enlightenment thought helped us found America. These people are bringing the end of America if they have their way.